Hello gang, and welcome back to Ashburn Coast. I do apologize, I am still recovering even right now from a throat infection that I've had, and that's why we haven't had any content coming out, so I do apologize for that. Right, I have been itching to play and get back into it, so I thought, stuff it, let's not worry about the throat infection, let's just play and have a good time today. We've got a bit to crack on with today, and I've got a bit to catch you up on if you have missed the live stream that we did last time out for Ashburn Coast. I did a live stream just because I was running out of time, and then I got the throat infection. So top right hand corner of your screen, I'll put a little link there. You can check out that live stream. If the link doesn't come up, just go back and check it out, or I'll put the link in the description below as well. Right, let's catch you up on with a bit of what's been going on down here at Palm Cove itself. We've added the extension on down here, and we've started working in and getting a lot of stuff done. Fixed up the freeway, run the train line through here properly. I think we did that all last time as well. And we're going to continue on doing some more of this build today, because one of the things that I need to show you about is we actually started working on the primary school down here properly, and we've earmarked the location for the high school just up here, right? So we've got a bit of work to do with the high school to get it up and running. It's at max capacity. Even though we've added 3 extension wings and a gymnasium to the elementary school we can come down and have a look at now, it's still at maximum capacity as well, right? So we've still got more education to put in. What we're going to do today with the education, we're going to throw another high school and primary school down here, or elementary school. But we're actually going to use these urban elementary schools and high schools. They're a good cost. I mean, that's only 11,000 to run that small high school, and that small elementary school is 5,000. These are 17,000 for the urban elementary and 22,000 respectively, but I think they're going to fit in really well with our little sort of urban complex we've got going on down here, like a little downtown down on the coast here for Palm Cove. I've also gone ahead and named this Beach Road. Beach Road spans all the way. You can see, there we go, all the way. Actually, it runs all the way up here, so that's pretty cool, all the way down here. All right, anyway, so because I've got a car park here, I thought the high schools and the elementary school urban ones would fit really well in here. We'll get to that soon, because we've got a lot to crack on with today. Our Underhill road here, the big one, I want to try and link up underneath here and get a connection that runs there. I've also gone ahead and done about 4.0 iteration of this junction here, and I've just gone to stuff it. We've actually just gone off ramps and on ramps. If cars need to get from here that way, they're probably just going to have to come up here and use the roundabout for the moment, and vice versa, the roundabout there. That's just how it is for the moment. I want to also look at getting this train track moved over, like over to the closer to the shoreline here, which means we're probably going to have a tighter turn out of here, just because I'm going to need to try and get some kind of on or off ramps. Maybe we have to tunnel underneath this junction. We're going to have to get it sorted out soon, because when we actually redo all this downtown city section here, it's going to need a better on and off ramp, and I want something to connect down here as well, right, where it's a little bit tight for us to be pulling off ramps off and going straight onto this middle road here, middle street. So we're not really going to worry about that. Okay, a lot to crack on with. I've had to fix up a lot of flooding issues that we copped in the live stream as well, so we're going to just have to periodically keep our eye on the flooding. What else are we doing today? Well, we started putting in the waste water treatment plant down here, plus the water pumping station. So I've added in this little keyway system for our water pumps to go around. I'm not happy with it. We're gonna fix this up today. We're also gonna move our pumps that are just sitting up here. Like this pump here is only at 69% efficiency. This one down here should be at 109%. We're going to move these pumping stations to over to here, and we're at 110% there. So this is all land earmarked for water pumping area and to keep this water treatment facility all one and the same. All right, so we've got that and plenty more to get on with today. So I guess what's the first thing I want to do? Well, we need to increase our schooling capacity. Also, the residents are still unhappy with our unreliable healthcare. But first things first is down here, we're going to pencil in some more residential and we're going to throw in our schools now, because I want to see how this is looking once we head away and we do some other work elsewhere. Come back and check what's going on down here. Remember, the whole reason we're putting all this in is so we can rebuild all of this down here. I'm not quite ready to delete it yet. I know I've been talking about it for a while, but at the moment it's still earning us a good crust in terms of money that we're going to need for putting in schools and so forth, and education and road maintenance. We probably want to get the road maintenance system in too sooner rather than later. Okay, so first things first, our high school. Now, I don't know if these have, I think they have extension buildings, but I think the extension buildings actually, they increase the height of the actual building. So I'm thinking high school maybe fits perfectly right there. And we're going to just go wallop in right now. All right, that will hurt the budget a little bit. And the primary school, the elementary school is quite a big building comparatively. What does it look like if you turn it around at the back? You know, the back would be really nice. Okay, what is your block size there? You come out to that one. I'm just thinking it would be really nice to have the back side of it facing. Oh, look, we can put it in. And maybe we can put some parks in and around it just out here. Okay, 1 second. Let's see if so we've got this high school building. Looks brilliant, by the way. I love the red brick. Absolutely great building. And I bet we're going to start seeing students flood in here as well now. So this is going to help the whole education system down around this corner. This high school here is going to facilitate everything down here along with this elementary school. Going to facilitate all of this and some of that. And we'll just have to keep each suburb we go along, keep putting in primary and elementary schools. You'll have to excuse me. When the screen goes fuzzy, it means there's an autosave going on. But this building fits in with what we've got down here perfectly, I think. All right. They do add a bit of noise. Oh, it's actually not too bad. Rooftop sports park? Oh, stop it. Oh, wow. Well, we'll add that later. For the moment, we'll leave it. And there's extensions there. Right, so it does actually get quite big. Okay, so there's the extensions for that. The elementary school, it's quite big, but I wanted to see about parks first. Now, we do have a park there, but some sporting facilities, and I'm thinking like, I would really love a basketball court. There. Like that. Outdoor gym or skate park. Probably tennis courts would be better, but the tennis courts are so big that I'm not. Well, actually, you know what? We're going to do it anyway. We're going to put the tennis court there, and we're going to put an outdoor gymnasium here. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to square the gymnasium off so it actually marries up with the actual tennis court. So I'm going to run that down there like that. I'm going to run that to there. Yeah, we can have a zebra crossing there because we're probably going to have kids rolling around this area. Do I want to add that there? Sure. We'll add that there. I don't need zebra crossings everywhere though. There is a car park here for school and for teachers and like extra parking. I'm just going to take out that crossing there. I'll leave that. We don't need all of these crossings here because the more crossings we have, the more traffic issues we have. I do want to leave that crossing just there though. All right, so that's going to be that. Now, if I want to get my little gymnasium in here, can I get it squared up in here? Now, take that off. And you know what? Actually, it's hard to see. We're going to actually set it about there. No, we're not. You're not quite right, are you? And you're okay with that. But you're half in the school. Do I care about that? No, I want it to kind of look like it's part of the school. However, we are going to use our fantastic tool here and just drag you down that way. Right, just to make that all look one and the same and like it's all meant to be. Right, I actually don't mind that different texture going through the outdoor gymnasium section. Okay, so we've got tennis courts. We've got the school. We can have more courts that go on the roof. We've got a basketball court over here. Let's get in our elementary school, which we're going to simply plop there. How do we feel about that? We've left a little section down around here, but I am actually going to put more pathing in around the school and past the school like that, right? And then we're going to add in another parkway. Actually, we could get another corner car park in here, which actually might help facilitate a lot of this goings on. Right, that's too big. That's too big. That's too big. So it is going to be probably one of those. Like that. And the other kind of car park I want to throw in down here, we're going to need a alleyway. I wonder if we should, hang on, buddy. Don't come down there yet. Just plop that there. This poor little micro machine car is just like, hey, where'd that go? All right, I want this to actually be like that. Sorry about your building. It's a thing. It's just a thing. It's a bit of a wonky intersection, but I'm okay with that for the most part. Now, to get this look that I want here, I'm actually just going to utilize that. Can I actually move you now? Can I have you there? And I'm actually going to get another car park here just to get the look I want. I want this one here, motorcycle parking, to go there. And we get this nice little sort of look down here. There's a tree in the way. That tree wouldn't be a thing. I want to move the tree. I want to move the tree. Yeah, like that, please. Thank you. Don't know why the tree didn't delete out of the way. All right, the car parks also need to be sort of detailed up a bit better. We can't just have the car parks looking like they don't join and the concrete just finishes weirdly. And vice versa. I'm happy to kind of leave that like that, but the school, no, actually, you know what? We are actually going to run that out to here. Yep. And that's going to come up to there. Like such. How do we feel about that? Well, if we get that, if we just get it all to marry up, I can move the trees. And that's no biggie. Like I don't mind leaving the trees. We'll just leave them sort of like that. But that's kind of a little bit happier there, like that. All right, and that's a little bit of parking for the elementary school. The elementary school does have that as an upgrade. It also has a playground out the back here. Otherwise, that's just what it looks like out the back. But you know what? We'll go ahead and add the playground in there for them to the elementary school. I want to get these paths connected up. Right, it makes no sense that there's not a connection there, and it makes no sense that there's not a connection to there, right? And vice versa, we'll throw one through there. Okay, so we've kind of got a nice little park there. The paths don't really marry up. You probably would have, you know, we could just add some of this in here like this. We'll just add it in ourselves. You're not going to let me. There we go. That's what I want to add in. I want to add in the same texture. Right, just like that through there. Cool. This one here is a little lengthy. And we're not going to get away with that, are we? Why don't you do this then? Why don't you just bring it out to here? Right. And just have this as a whole courtyard area. I see what you're doing. And then just move these trees. Yep. Make it a very dense sort of... Yeah, actually, I'm okay with that. I mean, we could add some more decorative stuff in there, but for the moment, I think that's fine. That's our school done. That's both our schools done. Now, oh, that's already full. Wow. This one's not so full, but holy moly. Is that taking any pressure off that school? No. Wow, the education system, the primary school. But look, we're all green across the board down here, so that's all I care about at the moment. Okay, let's pencil in some more stuff. We need a couple more shops and things going on down here, so I'm going to put some... You know, I'm going to go with some of those higher density just here. But then I'm going to actually pencil in some lower dense as well up there. And a few little office spaces just here as well. Then we're going to get in, right, this is where it gets a little bit trickier. I want my paintbrush. Because we're doing this mixed nice sort of front down here where we've got these like low, we've got some older looking homes, and we've got the then we've got these nicer sort of townhouse style ones, then we've got some bigger buildings, and we've got some high rises back to lower. We've got a really nice mix going on here, so I kind of want to leave that look going on, but I actually want to key in some shops down on the waterfront as well. Like that. We'll see if that takes. That might be too big. Then we're going to get in some residential buildings like such. Right, like that. So these are like shops buildings. Also, you probably want to mix up the style a little bit, Ham. It's not a bad idea, to be honest. Right, so we've got a little nice shop corner there. We'll get in some more row homes. Give me another long one there like that, and another two there, another one there, and then we'll switch up the style. I like to switch up the styles because it makes the city not look the same across the board. That one there, that little short one. No, buddy. You got to be a bigger one. Yeah, and that's kind of good there. All right, let's get in some more low pop. Low pop around, like this is a kind of downtown section, but we want this really mixed looking sort of houses and stuff down here. But I want to utilize some alleyways because the alleyways are going to give us a nice kind of like, it's the town's sort of been here for a while. Do we want to go with... I want to leave right angle, snap to zoning cell length. Maybe I will leave that. Yeah, okay, we'll leave that. Can I get in another alleyway just like that, please? Yes. And the answer is yes. I'm going to take that one just to there. Why would you be unhappy with that? If I take you out of there, are you back to being happy? No. No, that is a drama. It's because of this here. No bother, we can actually do some pathing to rectify that through the back side here. Right, are you, as much as like that, look, it just doesn't work. That just doesn't work. Okay, try that again. Yeah, try it like that. I'm okay. Like the paths are paths in the game. I'm not too fussed on if they look fantastic or if they don't look fantastic. Like paths are paths, right? But when they build paths in the real world, they don't just they don't just build them perfectly all the time. They go, the council, well, in Australia especially, the council goes, we need a path here. Can you get us one, please? And the workers go, sure, we'll do the best we can. Yep. Okay. And then we're actually going to leave that. Yeah, I'm going to leave that looped. I did want to have a connection through there. See if you can get your connection through now, and hopefully it doesn't upset things. No, it doesn't. Okay, that's brilliant. That building, by the way, yeah, that's not going to be a thing. We're going to make it. Actually, we'll see if we can take one there. Oh, yes. And another one in the corner. Oh, that's brilliant. Because that's going to give us a nice mix of shop fronts and apartments. Now we want to go to our homes, please. I want some of these regular homes here. And I actually just want a regular house there. And a regular house there. And this is like prime real estate on that corner where people would just be like, I want to live there. These low rent housing buildings are fantastic because you can get a really cool looking building here. We're going to plop that a 4x4 there. That's going to be quite a big building, but that's okay. I'm also going to throw in a couple of small townhouses there on the corner just to marry up with that. And another couple just here. Like that. Then we're going to go, we got some high density housing. We kind of need to break these blocks up a little bit better again. Right. And I kind of want to go straight shot down this way, to be honest. Right, something like that. I like utilizing these alleyways. I think they're just kind of really brilliant. And they just add a little element. Yeah, I kind of like them, I'll be honest. He's saying his ham, you kind of like them. I like them. They just add just a little bit of like character to the town. Yeah, it's going to make traffic a nightmare through here probably. I'm not too fast. I'm going to leave a bigger block here though for more bigger stuff. More bigger stuff. Yeah, more bigger stuff. So down in here, I want to get more housing estate style. I know it's a downtowny area, but we kind of want to litter this mixed pop in here and make it look like a coastal, really chilled. There's some high rises, like holiday destination, high rise buildings along here. We've got a downtown section. Then the population has just sort of been here for eons. And back in the day, it was kind of like far out of town that people, it was just cheap land. Even though it was at the beach, it was just cheap land. And people built cheap houses down here. So that's kind of the look I'm going for. And then as the ages have gotten on, more expensive homes have been plotted in and that sort of stuff. Right, let's get another medium one. That's high density, low rent, NA high density. Like I want to put some of these in, but I think they'd be better put like around here, but not until we've done probably. You know what? If this is a downtown area, let's get some high-rise shops in here. I mean, high-rise offices. This is high-density office. It should probably not be utilized down here, the high-density office. So I'm not going to put it in there. We can go with the high-density business. That's going to be way too big because these are going to be quite big there, I would think. And we'll keep these business ones probably to about there. where we will then switch to residential high density housing. We'll switch to some of these because they're going to be quite big buildings down through there. That's why I kind of left them in 2x2s, because you can see how tall their cranes are, which means they're going to be quite big. We will get some more shop front ones here like this. And I like to mix them up once again. Right? And maybe just a couple of row ones here. Now I want you to be on the same sides, please. Yep, that's how I want you to be. Even though I'd probably prefer you facing this street, but you can face the alleyway. That'll be fine. Okay, it's going to be quite interesting to see how they look there. Right, we still need some more low pop. So I'm going to actually, as we get down to the beachfront here, throw in some more of these like that. I want to have a mix here, though, of smaller shop buildings along the front there. Maybe one on the corner, a couple there. Throw in another couple of these like that. Right, just we get this nice little mix along the beachfront here. Throw in some more low residential pop back here. Right, like that. Yes, another one of those for me. Actually, give me one of those. Give me some of that. Yeah, we just sort of get a nice mix up here of some real estate going on. What are these? These are the shops. Yeah, these are residential shop ones. So, yeah, let's keep pumping it in because they want the demand. And the more we have demand for, the better. Now, because our medical facilities are down here, we don't have any medical facilities downtown here. I'm just wondering if we start to put in a crematorium to help out with things down this end. And I think we do. But I'm just going to put the crematorium and the medical centers over here for the moment. We're making quite good money. I'm just going to pop these over here for the moment, just because I don't actually know where I want to space them yet in and around here, because we've still got all this build to do here. But I'm thinking these facility buildings, we might actually junction them in here in their own separate little like services area with some shops around it. So that's why I'm thinking that. And I'll throw in just a quick little police station to help out with that too, right? So even though they're out on that road, they've got access quite easily to everywhere they need to, which is fine. Traffic's backing up through here already, so this facility's already, the old peanut ramps, not too brilliant here, but it'll do for the moment. Excuse me, I've got the chokes. I've got the coughs and the chokes. Yeah, see, this is what I was going for down here. I like these sort of different shop fronts, and the buildings still marry up, but weirdly and differently, as opposed to just perfectly. And I kind of like that about these. I really do. So I really like mixing the NA and the EU buildings like that, because you get a nice little mix. And we've got a path down there. We could just run a path out the back here too. You know, it's good to do these kinds of things through your builds. Right, and we'll do something like that. Because it just adds ways for your people to... And look, we've already got a path here. So I'm actually going to run this down this way like that. And like I said, they don't have to be perfect, and we can still get in some buildings there and up the back here, and all is good in the world. Right, look, these car parks are nice and full, so they're working really well for what we need them to do. This little downtown park here, by the way, can we get you centered a little bit more? Yeah, like that. And then just take your edges right out. We may as well just push that right out like that. Okay, that looks better. So we got a little central downtown park here. We've got some like townhousey kind of row housing kind of homes down in here, which I actually don't mind, and some older looking. But I wanted these older looking buildings down in here, which have just fitted the aesthetic perfectly, especially with our schools. I just feel I think that's just a brilliant thing, and I think these buildings have. I think the iteration of these buildings into the game has just been brilliant. It's exactly what the game needed for education and so forth going forward. Down in here, I actually kind of like it open. I think we could add maybe like a park section through here. What are we thinking? Like there's plazas and so forth. No, that's too big. That's the park maintenance depot, which we don't have. We probably should look at getting that. I mean, park-wise, they're good here. They don't need any more. So, look, I could put some buildings down in here, and we might still. But at the same time, for the moment, we're going to make it look like a park space, I think. We've got a big map. We don't just need to fill everything in right now. Give me that line. Give me the random thing. And let's just get a heap of these down here. Like that. Same on this side. Right. Yeah, I think that's what we want to do down there. And then we'll get our big, where's our big, I like these little ones actually. They're quite nice little trees. Will that fit in the gap down there? And they will. Right, I think they work perfectly. They didn't work here. But everywhere else they did. Okay, where's my big oaky boy? Apple trees. There's an oak in every... Here's the oak. Okay. Just give me that. I want to just sporadically put some oaks here and there. And I'm just going to put a couple of walking paths through the middle. Right, we're actually going to take a path down there like that. I'm going to take one. Take it off snap, please. Let's not snap to the grid. Let's just have you go down there. And then we're going to simply just go bang, bang. Oops. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfectly measured out on the middle sections, but just to get it. Sorry, there was an auto save there. It threw me off. It threw me for a pinch. And we'll just put one here, right? And that's kind of what we'll do for that little downtown sort of walkway area. It just breaks up the buildings a little bit too, adds the green space, adds walking areas for the people, and it's just not concrete jungle everywhere. And it gives that coastal chilled out theme. You know, we don't have to run buildings in every square corner, and we can add more here and there later. But for the moment, I think that just looks really good. What we kind of want to do, because we went high on the front, low at the back, we need to build up the height again to get the height over here on this block here up again. So what we need to do here is we need to buffer these smaller homes with... I know we're doing a lot of real estate sort of building here, but it's all part and parcel of the game, and I love it. I'm all about it. Right, we won't add that there, that there, that there, that there. You know, I'm actually going to do smaller homes there. I'm actually going to do these here. Yep, like that. So what did I use there? That is EU. I want to add... I've got the extended tooltips on, by the way, as one of the mods. So we want some NA. We're going to leave things playing as well. We want this to build as we go. Add that in, add that in. So we've got a nice big row home section just all the way along here. A park there would be brilliant, but I'm not going to do it. Some kind of facility in there might be. I'm going to leave that section just open a touch. Now, when I talked about our shops and buildings and stuff in here. This is what I'm going to go. I'm going to go 4x4s all the way along here. Mix these up again a little bit. Right, I'm actually going to leave a gap there. 4x4 there. 4x4 there. 4x4 there and 4x4 there. And we're going to get this nice little courtyard section out the back here. I am going to go a 4x4 here also, right? For good reason. So out the back here, once again, we can make a really lovely green space. Now, I hope this doesn't upset. I hope this really doesn't upset my buildings by doing this. Okay, it's not so far. I'll get you to marry up there. I'll get you to come there like that, right? Now, I don't mind that they're not perfectly... Do I mind? Actually, I do mind. I want them to marry up a little bit better along the back edge there. Like that. Yeah, I want that. Okay, and then down through the middle... How do I want this to be? Just probably straight across, to be honest. Right now, because these are shops, this is what I'm talking about, and I want to. This is why I had this here, because I wanted to put a path in here. That's right, like that. I wanted to put that in there. Right. Okay. Now, because these are shops and residential, that's why I wanted to put these paths in through and around here. All right, we can green space it once again. I don't mind the random trees just out here as well. I think they look really good, but we'll see what this looks like once it's all said and done. Oh, do you want your line tool? Oh, yeah, I did actually. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect, just perfect enough that they fit in like that. Yeah, that's what I want there. Now look good on the back of the buildings. Now, down in, do you want an oaky boy? I don't. I want actually my line tool back because I want to put in a bunch of bushy ones just here. Now you're going to need to shorten up that. Like that. Yep. And like that. And throw in some of these just here. And we're getting a nice sort of green space through these because it's residential and it's shops. So that's what we're trying to remember here. Right, like that. And I'll leave some areas where people might like want to access the grassway area or have like a little private section. But you can see here we're getting a nice mix of shops there. And we're just breaking up. So we've got our residential that have planted down in here. And we're just trying to break up the height between that and the residential building by putting in these sort of lower tier ones. But we can also, because we've got like problems here, we can also soften the blow by putting in a bunch of trees. And we'll go with, these are a good one to go. Let's bring down the size and we can just start sprinkling in trees in and around in these gapped areas, right? And we just add a little bit of like, it just, like I said, softens the blow. Can I get some of these oaks in back there? Yeah, a couple of oaks, thanks. Just starts to soften that blow, like I said. Anyway, I'm going to leave that gap because I don't know what I'm going to do in this section just here yet. Add some more trees there. Give me some more piney sort of ones. No, these ones, thanks. Yeah, like that. Right, now they are fire hazardy. I get it. But that's okay. Add the strength. Give me some more strength, please. See if we can get them lidded in these little gaps. Give me some of these bushes as well. Were the good bushes? Were these them? Yeah, we'll sprinkle some of the bushy things in and around. Just starts to soften up the buildings, like the square edges of the buildings when it comes to... Actually, just give me that. Give me the pointer now. Like that. Yeah, it starts to, like I said, softens up the edges between the buildings and the roadways, and just, you know what I mean? You know what I mean. You get it, right? We're painting with the game's tools, right? And I think that's looking like a nice little downtown section, because I didn't want buildings that were going to be mega tall. Okay, this is the highest high rise we've got down here. This one, Beach Road, this NA residential high. It's the highest building we've got so far down here, and I'm kind of all about it. And I really like this space through here. We will add more buildings along here. We can go ahead and do that now. I didn't want to leave this all empty down around here. There's still more. People want more shops and stuff. Let's give it to them. You know what I want to do? I want to do something a little bit more special down here. Now I'm going to build this around a car park. Not a big car park, but a couple of car parks nonetheless. Yeah, I'm going to build this space in and around these car parks. Can I actually move you over one? And then move you over one. And I'll show you why. We're just going to throw in some more shops here. But we're going to utilize an alleyway. And these are all like cool little things you can do yourself. I'm just going to clean up some of these zebra crossings, because we don't need them all like that. We don't need zebra crossings everywhere. You can have that one, and you've got one down there, so that's fine. You can have them across there. All right, now I'll show you why I wanted to do it like that. Can I actually... I don't want to do that all the way along there. I actually want this little spruce lane to have the buildings come off it. So I'm going to have to just put in a fake path along here, I think. Like that. All right. You can actually have a little connection to there too. Now, if you want to stop it from zebra crossing, just turn off all your things and you can actually just marry it up yourself like that. And I'll get another little connection there. Right. I'm happy with that. Do you want one there too? Sure. Why not? It doesn't look brilliant, but whatever. And then it's giving me this here because what I wanted to do, I wanted to put these buildings back here like this. Right. Now I've got a gap here. I'm actually going to go with a low rent housing building. Ooh, that's kind of big. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna allow it because we do need to have some low rent housing buildings in and around the place. Okay, it doesn't all have to be just high rent, high value. We need some low rent in as well. All right, we've got some death care that needs to be taken care of, and that crematorium we threw up here should be taking care of that. Right, they're 10 of 10 gathering. All right, they're out and about doing their thing. Oh my gosh, it wouldn't be Ashburn without a fire. Here he is, the local. Oh, it's a car on fire. Oh my gosh. It looks, oh my God, we got people everywhere. Oh my gosh. How do we look through the eyes of someone? Let me look through the eyes of you, buddy. Okay, the fire brigade is on the scene. There's ambulances down the road, but they don't look like they're coming here. Oh my God, there's actually ambulances here. The garbage truck is blocking traffic. What the heck? I think oh, this is bad. This is really bad. Oh, there's cars everywhere. Right, there is something we're gonna need in this. Oh, the fire brigade's made it down here. There's a hearse down here. We've got the ambulances at every turn. We've got taxis trying to run people over. We've got buses doing 3-point turns in peak hour traffic. It's literally all happening here. The police are on their way finally. The building fire is out. Yeah, we've got Lara Bingles all over the place. If you don't know who Lara Bingle is, Google her. She's a bit of a dipstick. She's a bit of a drongo. Right, I think that's brought me down to my next thing. All right, we've got a bit of a rural facilities section just out here. We'll get back to putting more real estate in soon. Just for the moment, I want to do something which I've sort of been meaning to do probably for a while, and that is to get the road maintenance depot in. Oh, it's quite a big building. Right, it's going to have to come out here, out of this. This is the old actually tip facility, so this is probably not a bad place to have this. Actually, I am actually gonna earmark it right here. Road maintenance facility is in. Okay, main roads, Ashburn Coast in. Right. While that's doing its thing, we need to actually check our power consumption and stuff as well. Now we are trading still 4 megawatts, but we are really going to have a look at our power grid sooner rather than later. Before we get to the power and we sort some of that out, I want to turn our attention down to here, our water facility, and just clean it up and fix a few things up. So I am going to hit, how are we doing money-wise? We're doing really well. I'm going to hit the turbo. I'm going to hit the pauses here, not the turbos. And so what I've done here is I've keywayed off this whole area. Now to get these water pumps in, you have to have a bit of land in front. And I'll show you what I mean. All right. So how are we doing water-wise actually? Sewage treatment, great. Water availability is fine. So 3 pumps are doing brilliantly for us. So I'm going to put in 3 pumps here. And I'm just going to delete the rest because one of them is only 69% effectivity, I think, wasn't it, or something, effectiveness. It's 75%. So it peaks and troughs depending on the season. You can see our river's running a little dry, but that's okay. I'm not really worried about that. What we have to do down here is we have to take off some of the keyways section just here. There's Hank letting us know about the lovely birds and stuff out there. Now I'm going to move this one. Hopefully I can move this one now. Okay. So we need a little bit of land out the front here. Is that what you're telling me? Right. I don't really want to do that with them. How am I going to do this? I suppose I could just give you a little bit of level land here. Let me just see if this works for a sec. So that will work there. Okay, and then I can take the land back. So I want to move all my pumps in here. So let's get the pumps in here now. Let's be smart about this as well. Let's just take all this land down in here and across there for us, please. And then I can reconstitute and fix up the keyway shortly. So I'm not going to buy new pumps. I'm just going to simply move these pumps over to here. We're going to start in that corner. We'll move you right next to it, please. Or as close to as possible. It looks like that's as close as we can move that one. And we will move this one down here as well. I could have just deleted them and moved them, but that's a waste of money. So we'll just put them in like that. Right. Next, I want to take my land back. And then so we're just going to periodically put these all the way along here. And I'm going to just fix that road up too. I want to take that height, please, and push that back. Push that back. Push that back. I want my height there because I want to fix that just there. Because I want to put my keyways back in. And you know, we might go ahead and we might future-proof our water pumping here. What have we got here? Water. Oh, we've already got a water treatment in. I'm actually going to put in one more. Okay. That way, 4 pumps is going to serve us well for quite a while. Now, it is a lot. I understand. But it's just, like I said, it's going to service us for a while. And then I can actually put that back in there. Okay, now I want to get my keyways back on. Get your keyways on. And you're not going to let me there. But you will there. All right, that's actually, I'm okay with that. And it means I can fix this road up now, which I hated. I hated when I did this like that. Look at it. It's like someone just took a bite out of an apple. Actually, it looks like a couple of bum cheeks. We've got a couple of bum cheeks on the map. I don't know if I can say bum cheeks, but I said it. Deal with it. And then give me my keyway tool. And then give me this back. Right. That's better. Have you got a dip down in there? You've got a big dip down in there. Oh, Ham. Well, you know what? If you're going to make me dip and pop, don't say dip and pop. I'm just going to cheat and pop. You're going to cheat and pop, are you? I'm going to cheat and pop. Right, that there is horrendous. That's better. That'll do me. The keyway eventually will probably come around to here, but I haven't got that bit of the map yet. I find that much better. Now, if we hit the play button, you're at 109, you're at 110, you're at 109, you're at 100%, right? Okay, that's a heck of a lot better than what we had. Our water will be through the roof again now. Well, it won't be through the roof, but it's going to be a lot better than what it was. All right, actually, look at this. People's happiness has come up. We've managed to get people's happiness up, and I think that's due to putting in more education, putting in more areas for people to live. We've got some death going on here. How's this? Has this been cleaned up yet? No, we've still got a garbage truck in a car accident. Well, we do actually have, look at this, securing accident site, the road this is why these are really important to have. They secure road accident sites, they do road maintenance and such. We can actually go to that vehicle and it's on its way here, right? So these are the vehicles here. They go out and do all sorts of road maintenance. They help with traffic incidents, traffic jams, all that sort of stuff. They really do help out when it comes to that. Now, it's a bit of a drive for this vehicle. It has to go up here, through downtown and that way. It's a long way to get there. So the sooner we can get better off ramps and on ramps, the better it's going to be for everyone. I mean, we could add some just here. Am I going to? Probably not yet. We've got the roundabout there. It's fine. It's facilitating and doing what it needs to do. Right. I did say I wanted to get this road up and under here today. This might be a time-lapsey kind of thing. And also, can we get our farms back in here? How's that land looking now in terms of pollution? We're good. Look at that. All that pollution's almost cleaned up as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just throw in these farms right now. I'll throw in 2 farms just here. I'm going to throw in, because we're actually going to be low on... We're actually low on chickens, vegetables, grain, maybe a little bit more grain and chickens. Right. So chickens, we can put a couple of chicken farms just here. I put 2 chicken farms in these corners here, but I'm not going to do that till we get this road up and under. We will put in a grain farm on the corner here. So I want to make sure I've got some fertile land for that. Where's my button for that one? This one, which we've almost got a fair whack for anyway. So I'm just going to... Can I not get that fertile land in there yet? You just not let it... We're just not quite there yet, are we? Even though it says it's fine, it's just not quite there still. Yeah, it's just not quite there. Almost. Like you can have all of that and all that. So the button does work, but that's just showing you how much pollution still is in the ground down here. Right, well, unfortunately, that needs to have fertile land. That needs fertile land. That needs fertile land. Chickens don't. Chickens we can put up in here, but I'm going to hold out, like I said. Right. While I wait for that, let's work on getting this road underneath. Now, we do have a bridge system here that we can actually get rid of now. This bridge system's not really... This used to facilitate our water pump that we had out there, and it no longer needs to. Do we want to send this up and over? I don't really. I want to send it underneath. Up and over. I want to send it underneath. Okay. All right. 1 second here. We're going to start it from this direction right here. But the way we're going to do it is because this is an arteria road, right? So it's an arteria road. It's a 4-lane. It's a big facilitating road. It facilitates our town. Like it facilitates our suburbs, basically, is what I'm saying. So I'm going to leave it as a medium-sized road. But what we're going to do is, I don't want you 10. I actually want you down. I think it's 20, is it? I want you to just come down incrementally for me. Use your page down and page up keys. Right, that's the lowest we can have right there. So if we start you here and we end you here, on a nice curve. Let's try that. So we want you here. There's our line there, and curve up to there. Right, so that's our underground tunnel just there. What we have to do now is we have to get this road, and I'm going to use this tool here, and we're going to simply square you off, come like that, and then we're going to come up, 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 till it marries up at what? At that point there. Probably want to firstly upgrade you. So we're going to do that down here because this road, right, is a main road. Now, yeah, you can do that and you facilitate this little downtown section. This little bridge here is no good. As long as it's not on the path like that, that's fine. Like you can be like that. That's actually okay. That's acceptable. Because a lot of roads have block walls on them, so that's okay. Holy lumpy Batman! Can we do something about that? I know. I said last time roads have lumps in them, but that is absolutely taking the mickey. Right? That's like there's lumps and then there's roller coasters. Okay, there's lumps and then there's roller coasters. Okay, like when the council does put roads in, they do tend to grade roads a little bit to try and make them work to the conditions. They don't just leave roller coasters in the ground. All right, sorry, it does hurt for me to laugh at the moment, so I need you to be square there and log onto there. That's pretty good. All right, so we've got our main road there now. Right, you are, buddy. You can just be straight for me, please. And you're actually going to be coming now. We actually had you down at 12.5, was it? Yes. And you're literally going to be coming to there up to that. And that is our bypassing road underneath. Yeah, I wanted that. That's what I want. Nice big Chongus road. Let's put the chickens in now, and then it's done. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna leave this kind of like urban farm on this side of the river. Urban farmways. You sure? Dead spot. You've got some good arable land here, though. I kind of want to bring you a little dirt road around here, to be honest. Like this is how I want this building to go. I'm pretty sure this was a little veggie farm. I want it to sit like that, right? Because that's going to allow me to take all the land I want there. Now, I'm actually not going to go right to the edges here. Yeah, does that dead end street matter? No, well, actually, yeah. What I want to do is I want to change you to that. Yeah, that's make me happy about that. And you're wrong. You should not be off a main road like that. You should be facilitated off here like this. I want you to be like that, please. You're a little bit long in the tooth, but that's okay. Right, I want you to have an entrance like that. We lose a little bit of land, but that's okay too. We gain some. Right, once again, I'm going to be lining trees down the side here. That's what I wanted, like that. Okay, it's a little bit wonka vision, but that's okay. That's because of that road. All right. Tight squeeze down here. Right, that's better. And along the back here. in between the gaps. Okay. A couple of nice big oaks out the front here just to give them some privacy up in there. Yeah, I'm kind of about that. Just adds that bit of privacy. Maybe these ones in here. And I'm actually going to turn it into maybe something that looks a bit like a thick shrub that goes all the way along here like this. Like that. Even though it's a tree, I want it to get that thick sort of coverage there. So our farms have a little bit of protection down here now from the roadways and the motorways and all the buzz. Even though they are urban farms, they still need to have a bit of privacy. When it comes, we're talking about privacy, and they've got this skyline in the background, but that will all change, and probably for the worse. It'll probably be bigger. They do have the radio mast just outside here, but I think that's warranted. Right, how are we doing down here on the on our Palm Coast? I think this is all. This has come up a treat down here as well. I'm happy with that. And then obviously we would have to just fix these car parks up like we have been before, right? Do you want to snap that? Snappy Tom? Just looks better when it's all concreted because it looks like it's a thing. Looks like it's a proper thing, right? So car parks facilitate the shops down along the shop front here and the residents. Yeah, that too. And obviously we can have some more buildings out this way and probably another car park section just there. All right. And because what we'll start doing, we're going to start enacting no street parking some places. Now, a couple of things I did want to do, which I haven't done yet. I actually want to key in some things that look like little beachfront restaurants down by the beach. Now, is that going to make it all lumpy and frumpy? I want to see, we're going to have to sort of periodically play with this. This is in a low density building. I want to make these look like there's like cafes down on the beach, that kind of thing. Here, there, and everywhere, or little restaurants down on the beach, you know, just to add a little bit of like, just so the beaches don't look completely empty and devoid of all life. Just something like that here and there sprinkled in. Okay, that's a cool building. What is it? NA, commercial high density. Oh, I put in high density here. Yeah, we can't be having high density on the beach. Sorry. I really like that building. I must have put in that. Let's try that, please. Yeah, I must have put in that. And what have we got down here? So these buildings kind of look very similar, but I'm okay with that. Because what we'll start to do, we'll breathe a little bit of life down in the beachfront by actually starting to wiggle a little bit of a walking track. Just like that. Okay, down here. You know, people, like, we'll just get a bit of life down in here, and I'll show you why. We'll do this shortly. Down around here, please. Like that. We might throw a couple more in down a little bit further, and we might, you know, we might just finish you up, like right there seems to be a good spot to finish you, right where that crossing is. Like that, okay? So that seems a good place to finish you. Now, I know it looks silly at the moment like that. I get it. I understand. But what we can start to do... Now, I'm going to put a cut in here. I'm going to bring you back to show you what I want to kind of put down in here in this section. Okay, so that's what I was going for. We've got this now, this mixed beach and grassed area with the little shops in between. We've got the running track or the walking path that goes along it as well. I really think it just breaks it up and makes it look really good. I hate that zebra crossing. You are gone. Okay. Now, I actually want to add in just some little access ways here for the path all the way along, if I can. Just to give little like sections. Oh, there's another one. We got to get rid of that. I'm going to be getting rid of those a lot. Just to give people access. Oh, that's horrible. That's horrible too. There's an access just there. Like, let's go sort those out now. But let me know what you think. Do you like... Oh, we don't need two there. You don't need that there. Do you like that beachfront a lot better? If we actually just have a look at it now, it just adds a little bit more character to it, adds a little bit more life to the beachfront, I find as well. And it just gives rhyme and reason as to why you would have little shop fronts down across the road here on these beaches. What is that? It sells electronics. Okay, we've got an electronics store on the beach. Why not? Okay, there's salt water and electronics go hand in hand, don't they? That's exactly right. But anyway, you can let me know what you think about that. I happen to really like it, and I haven't done it down here, right? I've left the beach down here very much open because we've got a lot of keyways going along here. I've left that like that, and then we've switched to the pathway, the runway, and the shops in and around here. And do you know what might be actually better down here is if we add little walkways there. I didn't really want to do that to that house. But yeah, just a few more paths in and around near the shops where you think people would want to be walking in and around and accessing and that sort of stuff. And you know what? We probably could put a couple of like gym spots along the water here as well. But we've got plenty more beaches to come. And I think that just looks really good. I think this has been a really good iteration to downtown here. And money-wise, we're really good. So next time we can keep cracking on with our build-up here. We're going to buy a few more tiles. We have to get more industrial stuff going on as well. And we're going to have to sort out our power. So next time out, we're going to work on trying to get our power facility probably up and running a little bit better as well. So gang, thank you for joining me today. Let me know what you think about our little beachfront section down here. I happen to really like it. I think it looks really good. We don't need to be at 3 times as well. I happen to really like it. You can let me know what you think anyway in the comments section down below. Please stay safe wherever you are. Stay glued to your screen for plenty more content. And we'll be back with some more Ashburn Coast coming up very soon. Get out of here.